We are joined by Mr. R.S. Sodhi, who is the former MD and President at currently the MD and President at India Dairy Association, joining in with us this afternoon. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Sodhi, and thank you so much for joining with us on ET Now. I just want to
Good
understand in
afternoon. Good afternoon, Viniji. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. So, in terms of when we talk about FY23, that was a bit of a tough spot when it came for the dairy industries in terms of the procurement, the costing over there as well. For FY24, seems like at least what suggestions are coming that we could expect a good move coming in. What is it that you are understanding and what is it that one should expect from the dairy industry now in FY24? Should we expect a strong momentum?
Well, you're right, Viniji. In the last financial year, FY23, whereas one side, cost of milk purchase was increasing for most of the industry, they could not pass on the full increase to the consumer. The third or fourth quarter, definitely price increases happened, and partly it was passed on. And for this financial year also, everybody was expecting that cost of milk will be high, and definitely you can't further increase the finished product prices, because already in the last 18 months we have increased 14 to 15% increase in the prices. But unexpectedly, and that happens in most of the agriculture produce, because of a very, I can say, for dairy favorable weather condition, the rains came more or less all over India. And second side, definitely growth in demand happened, but now it has more or less not increasing, stabilized demand. The other side, supply increased because farmers are getting good price for their raw milk. So they started producing more. So what has happened for the industry, the raw milk prices have declined. In the last 1.5 months, the raw milk prices had declined by 4 to 5 rupees in some of the markets. That is why you see this rally, because finished product prices are not reduced, the raw milk prices are reduced, so gross margins are increased. And I think for the next few months it will continue.
Okay, for next few months it will continue, Mr. Sodhi, is what you're saying. But also, I just wanted, you touched upon that point of these rains, and we're seeing a lot of concerns right now in the country because of that as well. Is that a possibility in terms of the impact on the cattle feed? That's an issue as well. So then how does the pricing actually go in the industry? Should we expect more of the prices to increase in terms of milk prices? Could that be something that the consumer could be expecting then?
Well, in the milk or dairy industry, which is nothing but agriculture produce, the demand or the prices varies or fluctuate based on many factors. One side is the production factor, that is the farmers, and maybe because of weather, cost of feed, temperature, and the diseases or the festivals. The other side, demand side also, prices vary based on the weather. This year, because of the extended rain, naturally the demand for some products like summer-based products was very low or reduced. Similarly, the festivals, marriages, and also the international commodities price, all taken into consideration, prices are decided. But I can tell you, feed cost is definitely higher than the last quarter. I mean, the major 40% in any feed is the rice bran, which is around 3 to 4 rupees per kg higher. That is the cost of production increase. But fortunately, because of better rains in the north, west, and now in the south also, the fodder availability is improving. So that part is increasing. But price to consumer will not increase, let me tell you, because now cost of milk is reducing. So no industry will like to increase the price of any finished product when cost is reducing. In fact, I'm expecting now price to consumer by some brands, especially in the fresh products, may reduce, because everybody is feeling the pressure of demand. Supplies are increasing, demand is not increasing in that commensurate. So I expect next quarter, some brands, some dairies will give some incentives in some packs, or may reduce price in some belts or some pockets of India.
Right, Mr. Sodhi. Also, just in terms of, what about the demand that you had seen, obviously, for Horeca segment? And this time around, yes, summer products was a bit of a subduedness in terms of, sale of ice cream products and all in terms of that portfolio. But overall, how is the Horeca segment demand coming in? What is the understanding that you are picking up on ground?
Well, summer products definitely suffered, but now I can see now ice creams are also picking up, and same is the beverages. But definitely the buttermilk and the curd segment has suffered little bit. But Horeca segment is booming. I can say for the last 8 or 9 months, because in dairy products or organized dairy product, Horeca is around 10 to 12 or 13%. But because of opening of all Horeca and also merges, Horeca segment is booming. So are the products which are required by the Horeca segment, whether you talk about paneer or talk about curd, you talk about cream, you talk about ice creams, or even fresh milk. So that segment is growing. Simultaneously, in-home consumption is also at a very good level. So overall demand will not reduce, but it will not increase in a proportional to what now dairies are getting more milk. So I feel in the coming quarter, neither the prices nor the supplies of milk from the farmers will be the problem. Problem will be the how to get more demand for the products which the dairies are producing.
Also, just Mr. Sodhi, anything in terms of the value-added products, how is that trend shaping up? Are consumers going more in for those value-added products? What is it that one should understand from the trend now?
Well, I don't know what is your definition of value addition, but I tell you, right from fresh milk to the ice cream or cheese, or all are value added products. Organized dairy is value, because when you say value added means that it is giving better relation to the farmers. Simultaneously, consumers are getting better delivery. So when you get fresh pasteurized milk, it is also a value added product, because per liter of that milk sold in fresh milk in pouch, or the same liter of milk converted to ice cream, if farmers are getting better in milk, I think that is a value addition for the farmer. But definitely the products like paneer, ice creams, or the cheeses, or the beverages, the volume growth is double digit, around very 10 to 12% or 15% volume growth is there. So that is happening in whole dairy industry. I mean, you see, last production side, in the last 50 years, our production multiplied by 10 times, and that much of consumption also increased. The organized dairy sector is growing with the volume growth of double digit. So that is a good segment. And definitely other some value-added, so-called value-added products are more than that.
Right, Mr. Sodhi, thank you so much for joining in with us, giving us an understanding on the dairy industry and what we should be looking out for in terms of trends from there as well. And that was R.S. Sodhi for all the views.